Hello again, beloved Cosmic Familia. We are back as promised. In this video, we're actually going to be breaking out the Dusk Guidebook from this set to do a little bit of Plant Spirit Ally totem building together. Okay, before we get started, we're just going to say a quick prayer. Source of all that is, was, and will ever be. I thank you today and each and every day for all that you do and all that you do through me. I call upon you at this time to offer protection, guidance, as well as clear, concise communication as we lay out this totem for the collective. Please surround us in your light and protection throughout our day. Be at our side. Guide our words and actions to come from a place of love. Please clear our energy and vibration completely of negative thoughts and beliefs. Releasing fears and self-limiting beliefs. Help us to fully and completely experience love, light, and joy that is present in every moment, and guide our path for our highest and greatest good. So it is, so it is, so it is. Yes, I mentioned earlier that I wanted to go back into this deck and actually build a totem with the collective. So that is what we are going to do. We may or may not have some repeats from the last video when I decided to clear out the funk, so to speak. And here we are, after a ton of cleansing today. We're going to do a 6-card spread. To build our shared Plant Spirit Ally totem. Let's begin. Number 1 position and our current connection is going to be the oak. The oak. And we're going to give an honorable mention to the reappearance of the willow, buttercup, and behind the tulip card is the reappearance of the alder. Those are just honorable mentions as we went over the meanings of these cards in the last video. And right off the jump, as soon as I saw this, I thought of the parable about being like an oak. That was the first thing to come from this card. Of course, through different cultures, there are different parables to the oak. But this one in particular is pretty short and sweet. Strong like an oak, flexible like a birch, tall like a redwood, and graceful like a willow is one. So, to be like the oak tree is strongly symbolic, becoming associated with longevity, strength, stability, endurance, fertility, power, justice, and honesty. And then the excerpt is, let me be sturdy, strong, unbending like an oak tree, rooted deep into the earth, facing storms unperturbed. Let me sit as my heart steadily ticks and takes a deep breath. Exhale anxiety and fear with my burdened soul laid bare. Let me lean and sway so I do not break, nor depend on me, but trust in God's saving love. When I feel inadequate, let me sink much deeper into God. Inhale His strength, spreading faith, leaves everywhere with healing support and prayer. Now let's actually look at the number 13 in the book. And again, earlier I was using the Dawn guidebook, and now because we are in the evening where I'm at this time, we're going into the Dusk guidebook. The oak. Due to their great height, oak trees are those most likely to be struck by lightning, making them sacred to ancient gods of thunder such as Zeus, Perun, and Thor. Yet despite this propensity, the mighty oak stands strong and unyielding in times of adversity. With deep roots and sturdy branches, its great strength reminds us that we are self-sufficient, weathering any storm and emerging ready to face the next. So this is the current connection for the collective. Let's go now into position number 2. Of course, I don't have the space to do a cross shape here with these cards, so we are just going to lay them in a row close together as we go, and then I will lay them out at the end of the video and post them in order of their position in the community section. Thank you so very much for your understanding. Until I have more adequate recording positions where I can actually fit everything in frame. We're now going into, again, position number 2, and a message. It just states, message from your plant spirit allies. Ooh, we have the daisy. I'm actually, since the titles are at the bottom, I'm actually going to align them like this, so that you can read the titles and the numbers of what's already been laid out. Just for now, the Daisy. I just heard what's driving Miss Daisy. I don't even know why, but anyways, this is pretty direct, so I'm just going to go right into the message from the Daisy, number 25. Nothing that has passed away is truly gone. It is simply waiting for the chance to return in a new form. The Irish Celts believed that the spirits of children who died prematurely would be reborn as daisies. You may be grieving a loss, be that of a relationship, a personal situation, or otherwise, but keep your eyes peeled. There are plenty of signs that you are not alone, and a brand new connection is on its way. Interesting. So let's take a look at the number 25 and the number 13. So the number 13 can represent a lot of different, multiple meanings. Positive growth, spiritual awakening, artistic creativity, positive growth, emphasizing honesty, kindness, and the power to shape your future. Stay true to yourself, trust your inner strength, and believe in your ability to create a fulfilling path forward. According to Hindustan Times. Thank you so very much, Hindustan Times, for that publicly available reference on hand. Again, thank you, and much appreciation. Now, let's look at the number 25. Major life changes could be on the horizon, and now is the perfect time to strengthen your sense of intuition so you can lean into trusting yourself. You can see this number as a message of faith from your guardian angels. A nudge to be open with yourself and your loved ones and not be afraid to take risks. If you've been hiding how you feel, practice speaking the truth. Your career is headed for success as long as you can tap into your creative potential and trust your instincts. All right, now let's go back to the next position in this spread. The third card represents areas of growth and healing. So how you take that is up to you. Areas of growth and healing required, or areas of growth and healing already achieved. Oh, and right out the back, we have the Mandrake. And the number 50 this time. The Mandrake. Interestingly enough, in this image, the plant itself, based on the artistry, looks almost like humanoid, but then there's this addition to the image here, resembling, like, it's giving me total, like, anaconda vibes here. So, like a human being constricted by an anaconda, metaphorically speaking, of course. So, I actually had a visual very similar to that during a healing initiation many, 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 many years ago. We're talking like all the way back in like 2005, maybe? 2005 or 2006. Somewhere in there. But yes, the mandrake in the third position in the poll. Number 50. Whether being used for magical or medicinal purposes, mandrake has been valued for thousands of years by those who grow it. It takes 3 years to reach its full potency, however. Do not judge yourself by the speed at which others grow. You need more time to reach your full potential, and there is no shame in that. So, evidence of growth, but also the evidence of still being in the process, which, from my experience and observations, it's something that we don't ever stop doing, learning and growing. If we're not growing, we are DIEING, much rather. So, let's grow. Let's grow. And the number 50 represents reminding, our angels are reminding us to be brave, confident, diligent, and optimistic, as they are all things that we do, including welcoming change. A positive sign for money and career growth. New opportunities for financial gain and career advancement are on their way. Also, spiritual development, enlightenment, as well as transformation. Yes. Ooh. So, it goes a little bit deeper with the number 50, and this is important. As the number 5 resonates with healing, but it also resonates with personal freedom, adventure, and curiosity. So it's like I'm hearing like healing, but in motion. Like we're being guided to show a bit more resilience, possibly for some more than ever before. Versatility, but also curiosity, as this means going beyond motivation. This means true progress. Continuing the cycle and flow with the number 0. And the dogs just let themselves in, so excuse me for just a moment while I close the door. You're going to be in here, you're going to lay down. Come on, lay down. Here, I'll put a blanket down for you. There you go, buddy. Lay down. Nope, I didn't say jump, I said lay down. All right. Buster. Down. Go. Go on. Go. Thank you. Go on. All right. Back to the number 50. So the number 0 stands for potential, but also with the attributes of eternity and infinity, continuing cycles and flow. The beginning of a spiritual journey, and highlights the uncertainties that may entail, and suggests that we listen to our intuition and higher self, as this is where we will find our answers. The 0 reinforces, amplifies, and magnifies the number it appears with, in this case, the number 5. A message from the angels to do with our health, well-being, and lifestyle choices. Disclaimer alert, alert, alert. This is not a diagnosis. I am not a doctor. I am just simply relaying a message from the numbers. So here we are. The angels want to help us make positive, healthy lifestyle choices that will enhance and benefit us in many ways, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Be assured that your angels love and support you through these transitions. Allow your angels to guide and assist you. So, if praying isn't something that you do, setting your intent may sound or feel a bit more familiar, as well as understanding that your intuitions are exactly how the angels speak to us. So listen to your intuitions. All right. So let's go back to position number 4, ritual or practice. Ritual or practice. Or perhaps from the next card, some form of lesson that can be integrated on a regular basis without creating any major dysfunction or disruption in your everyday life. Number 4, ritual or practice. Ritual or practice. We have the number 10 in Jasmine. Interesting. That looks like a sword. Oh my goodness. This one should be interesting. Especially since the 4th position for this totem is ritual or practice, and there is what looks quite similar to a blade that you would see on a practitioner's altar. But let's just see what's behind this Jasmine here. In the Philippines, a couple prepared to part. The young man to the city and his bride to remain at home, worried he will fall in love with another. He gives her his dagger with a promise that if he does, she can kill him, but when he returns with a new wife, she plunges the knife into her own heart instead. You may feel as though your current situation is hopeless, but jasmine blooms during the night, releasing its sweetest scent when it is dark. Right now, you do not have to take action, only let yourself feel the hope that something beautiful will come out of such darkness. That is definitely not for everyone. So we're going to go back into the deck for a second card to cover the fourth position. And we have Basil. So, in terms of ritual or practice for the collective, and the number 24. Going into summer. There is growth to be found in helping others achieve the same goal. In India, a leaf of holy basil is placed on the forehead of the deceased to ensure that Vishnu will see them and welcome them into heaven. By giving your time and energy to others, you will draw the same good energy that you are giving away towards yourself. Okay, well now. What we can do is take a look at the number 24. As an angel number. A message from the divine realm that carries positive vibrations and guidance. It can symbolize balance, harmony, and stability in many areas of life, such as relationships, career, and personal growth. The number can also encourage people to trust their instincts, accept change, and seek inner peace. It is not associated with negative connotations, but rather with opportunities for growth and self-improvement. And this involves, according to the Basil card, being able to work well with others, being of a giving nature, not necessarily of what's in your wallet, for crying out loud. Blessings. On fast days, 24 blessings are recited. Ooh. So, in Revelations 7, 4 through 8, 12,000 people from each tribe of Israel equals 144K, which is also 24. Whoa. I don't like to use this term often, but this is giving me chosen one vibes. Like, this is giving me those who, when you know, you know. That this collective who listens to me are part of this that is spoken of in these revelations. And it's actually 48. But half is not. It's how do you put it? There is no gray area. We'll just put it that way. We're clearing the gray area. You're either are or you're not. Either which way. And now, according to source of all it is, was, and will ever be, every single one of us have the God spark within us. And every single one of us have the ability in our own divine time to reach salvation, or what would be another, to ascend. So this is giving me deep spiritual connection vibes here. This is like the rarest of the rare. If you know, you know. I'm just going to put it that way. I don't really feel there's any need to go into any more detail after that. Making connecting with our like-minded a regular part of our rituals and practices. Okay, we're like really taking up a lot more time, so let's go into position number 5, resources and support, according to the Seed and Sickle from the Dusk Guidebook. Resources and support, or support. Oh! And that one hit the floor. Thank goodness it did not land in the Buster Slobber, because that would have sucked. How beautiful. But yeah, here we are with another weapon or tool. We can always, it's a tool. Yeah, it's a tool. In our messages, it's a tool. So here we are with the crocus. Oh my goodness. In terms of resources and support, as well as the number 38. The crocus. Speaking up for yourself can be one of the hardest things to do, particularly if you don't feel as though your opinion is worth being heard. But being assertive doesn't mean coming across as aggressive. You're simply letting people know what your needs are. Now is the perfect time to speak up about something that's weighing on you. You may be surprised by how it sets things on the path to change. So the need for us to speak more openly about, well, you know, what's going on with us. And from what I am gathering intuitively, it's going to open up the airways for us to be more open to receiving resources and support. Or it's actually a demonstration by speaking more openly with our surroundings, as it sets things on the path to change. The number 38. Ooh, walk with God. Relating to Christ's consciousness and glory, sufferings. Oh, okay, yeah, we're not going to go too deeply into angel. There we go. A message from our angels. They are sending to encourage us, letting us know that wealth will soon materialize in our life because our goals are to be accomplished in the coming times. A moment to thank our angels and ascended masters and to continue on the journey and path they have led us down. Our efforts should be based on our efforts that are meant to create resources and support for us should be based on our intuition as well as divine supervision, especially in terms of creating wealth and riches. It's also the number of independence from the equilibrium plane, meaning we'll be able to actually financially be our own support and navigate uncertainty with a cool head at the same time. Yeah, baby. Yeah, signifying abundance, success, and manifestation. In terms of support, well, we have the angels, beloveds. And the number 38 is letting us know that we are on the right path and our efforts are being acknowledged. Our angels want us to know that we are capable of manifesting all that we dream of, so on and so forth. We're being guided to use our imagination and creative energy to manifest our dreams into reality. Focus our thoughts and energy on what we want to attract into our life. Visualize ourselves already having it and feeling the emotions associated with it. This number is closely related to soul purpose and path. It is a sign that we are being guided towards fulfilling our spiritual destiny. Our angels are supporting us on our journey towards spiritual growth and enlightenment. They want us to tap into our intuition and inner wisdom to take the necessary steps towards achieving our spiritual goals. Beautiful. And I'm going to go on ahead and leave it alone from there so that we can move on now to the 6th position of this spread and message, which is future possibilities. Alright, here we go, back into the deck. And out comes the tulip. As well as the number 14. Tulip, number 14. A Persian tale tells of a laborer who fell in love with a princess. To deter him from pursuing his daughter, the king set him an impossible task. But upon seeing him near to completing it, the king told him that the princess had died. The workman, distraught, killed himself, and from his blood the first tulips grew. Don't let the lies of others deter you from achieving your goals. You know how capable you are. Even if others doubt you, don't be fooled by the falsehoods they spin to keep you from greatness. And with this position, I'm feeling led to go back into the deck as well, because there's no possible way that that applies to everyone. You may have been able to relate at some point in time, but or not. Which is why we are going in for a second card for this particular position. One card, please. We have the clematis. The clematis with the number 22. I'm just going to have to move the oak out of the picture for the moment. And number 22, we've been having those twos showing themselves a lot lately. Seeing twos a lot. And if you've been paying any attention over here at this channel, then you would know what I'm talking about. 22. Strength, resilience, balance, harmony. Strength, power, resilience, and affirmation of spiritual growth, balance, harmony, transformation. A master builder. We are master builders. Interesting in terms of what would be considered our future possibilities. I would say, well, we've already been building the reality that we are in, so I'd say we're already on that path, so to speak. But this is even more affirmation that we possess greater strength than we may realize, and we have the capacity to navigate through any challenges that come our way. As these vibrations of balance, harmony, success, and abundance, the vibrations here are working together well in our favor. It's letting us know that any well-calculated risks taken right now are sure to be worthwhile, and it could be perfect timing as the universe is backing us up on a spiritual level. It also means success, wisdom, as well as relationship balance, according to tinyrituals.com. Thank you so very much, Tiny Rituals, for this access to a reference explaining the significance of the number 22. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and much gratitude. Finding and nurturing a sense of equilibrium, closely related to ideals of balance, harmony, and also the powerful potential of relationships. Seeing this number can hold a message of personal growth, shifting our dreams into reality, and paying closer attention to where this sense of balance is and not lacking in our life. It can also have a special meaning from our guardian angels, letting us know that change is just around the corner and that we may have to clear out corners of our consciousness or parts of our current situation to make space for something new. Success is palpable. It's a link themed with the number 22 of leaving troubled times behind and entering a phase of fabulous success in our daily lives, our professional life, our spiritual life, and our relationships. It also brings the idea of adaptability into focus and asks us to keep a positive attitude as we walk our path, because true abundance is waiting. What else is coming in for us in terms of future possibilities? Let's just see. These same vibrations of balance, harmony, success, and abundance, these vibrations all working well, letting us know that, again, these well-calculated risks taken right now are sure to be worthwhile, and this is perfect timing as the universe is backing us up on a spiritual level. Even if it doesn't feel like the right time, angel numbers are all about embracing our sense of purpose and truth. So simply acknowledging we need a change will help shift some energy. We're being asked to be both a student and teachers to ourselves and others, being open to guidance from those who know and care for us. We can deepen those strong connections and facilitate the energy of trust and love to flow. And by us growing our awareness of ourselves and others and our own source of energy, we can learn to trust our judgment, listen to our subconscious mind, and stay true to our hearts, no matter who's leading the conversation. In terms of matters of the heart and balance, there is love. The angel number 22 wants us to welcome more love into our lives. It's also a reminder from our spiritual forces to clear out a love that is loaded with negative energies, to make space for love with powerful energies instead. It can also be here to deepen our level understanding of understanding when it comes to close, connected, and healthy love. The number 22 says to take care of your personal relationships and not to be so swayed by material possessions, toxic situations, or even financial abundance and work, so that we forget to feed love with the attention and energy it needs. Love makes the world go round, and your spiritual masters want you to fill your life with it. I'm going to say that again, but this is us. Love makes the world go round, and our spiritual masters want us to fill our life with it. So there it is. That concludes this timely and time-consuming building of, for the first time ever, a plant spirit ally totem. So, Thank you so very much for tuning in. If you made it this far in the video, you are a rock star. Thank you so very much for tuning in. How you feel you can discern after tuning in at this time, whether or not you want to subscribe or have any other involvement, is completely upon you and your free will. On that note, happy Tuesday, beloved Cosmic Familia Soul Star Family. Brightest blessings.